過ぎた季節が嘘だとしても重ねたぬくもりは嘘じゃない君が残した背中の傷跡は今もずっと甘くてだからずっと痛くて
Yo, what it do, guys? It is your boy, Leon Mookie here, back with you with another new chapter of Gundam Build DxD. And last chapter was that of a prologue / information chapter where I went on the world of Highschool DxD and about the supernatural races that live in the shadows and behind the scenes of humanity. I also made certain choices and changes to the lore of Highschool DxD as well, mostly because I felt like, again, some things needed to change. So yeah, at any rate, we also went to a new organization, a faction within the supernatural and normal world known as the Nugenics Foundation, and not only that, we go to our two main protagonists of this story, the two foster brothers, taken in by the founder of the foundation, being Sora and Dimitri Trevor, with the two brothers are the best of the current generation of Nugenics. Also, they have that of unique abilities. While one is magically gifted, while the other is a genius when it comes to technology. However, the two brothers are given a special job by none other than Satan Lucifer. And I know that this is pretty similar to how the start of, my Dark Summoner story started off with, but there are some changes after all. So yeah. At any rate, with all that said, let's get into this, shall we, guys? Chapter 1, a new job, with then soon into that of the meeting room, sitting onto a couch in between that of a coffee table with several drinks. As right now, inside this room is a bit tense, to be fair, given that there's quite a bit of hatred, a bit of nervousness, some of unease, and maybe a bit of arousal in some way. While the two brothers, while Dimitri has that of a calm, cool, and collective look on his face, with even his glasses shining, Sora, on the other hand, as he has that of a look of complete and total anger and hatred, looking towards the crimson-haired Satan. As for Sirzech's, he having that of typical of a cheerful and somewhat calm, soothing smile. However, even so, it's not helping in this situation. As for Grayfel, his wife and his queen, and also known as the strongest queen of the devil race, is glaring mostly at Sora, as Sora is basically glaring at Sirzech's, with then soon Dimitri couldn't help but sigh before then placing his left hand on his brother's right shoulder, with saying, "Can I ask why are you here, Sirzech's Lucifer? Because to be fair, I would prefer it if you send an envoy or message the request to us instead of through person." With then Sirzech is giggling a bit, saying, My apologies. I just wanted to, get to know the two strongest young mercenaries in the supernatural world, especially the one who's known as the Gundam Breaker, and the one who's also considered to be the second smartest being in the supernatural as well. With then hearing that, Dimitri actually eyebrow twitches and that of annoyance, saying, "Second smartest, you say?" With then saying, "Take it no person. Don't take it personally. It's just that my friend Ajuka Beelzebub, my fellow Satan, is just as smart, especially given all the years that he's been alive. And you being a human and all, so with then soon Sora saying, "Don't you dare disrespect my bro like that, you bastard!" With then soon Grayfel glaring more at Sora, with then Sora looking at the Lucifuge, saying, "Oh, what? You want to keep on glaring at me, Grayfel Lucifuge? Come on. If you want to, I can tell you're not a big fan of this, especially on how we're treating your beloved husband/king. So what? You got a problem with that?" With then Soon saying, "I would ask you to quiet down, or I will." Within Sirzech saying, "Grayfel, please stop. You don't need to make threats. If anything, I can understand if Mr. Trevor here is a little bit antsy around us." Saying, "Oh, I'm not antsy around you. If anything, I could give a shit if you are Satan or not. I'm pissed is because you think you have the right to basically come in here without with wondering, what the hell did you bribe our old man with?" With then soon Sirzech saying, "Oh, nothing much. Just a pretty good payment, that's all. For the job I'm asking the two of you specifically for." With then soon Sora sitting back down, with then Dimitri saying, "What kind of job are you asking?" With then soon Sirzech is clearing his throat, saying, "As you know, the devil race is on the verge of collapse, especially after 5 years of what happened during the Devil Yokai Crusade, the war that basically annihilated 3 pillar clans. Due to that action, it was unfortunate that the devil race has now lost many of its original clans and clan traits. So now many young devils are now in that of arranged marriages nowadays, especially since it's somewhat of a mandatory as well." With then soon Dimitri adjusting his glasses, with then saying, "I am aware. After all, you are aware that you wouldn't be here if you weren't aware that the heir to the Osteroth family, Siegfried Agars, is a member of Eugenics. She still does her duties to the devil race. However, she is a freelancer who's free to do whatever she wishes. And being part of Eugenics, she has helped out this organization quite a bit of the current generation, especially since she was nearly forced into that of an arranged marriage until it was canceled." With then soon Grayfel basically glaring at Dimitri, with Dimitri seeing the glaring woman, basically shoving off, not even bothered by her looks. And especially, even though he knows that she has powerful form of magic, to him it's basically nothing compared to his mind and intellect and technology. With then saying, "That's exactly one of the reasons why I asked for the both of you, especially you, Dimitri Trevor. You were the one who stopped her arranged marriage." With then soon Dimitri going into that of a small flashback about a year ago, during that of a duel between that of a devil heir from one of the pillar houses fighting against Dimitri for the hand of Siegfried. Siegfried originally has been dating Dimitri for about of 3 years, ever since she got her peerage, and also found out about the Eugenics organization, even finding out that they have that of their own technology that can rival that of magic, and wanted to see for herself. Willing to do anything to be part of as a member, She worked as that of an intern for that of Dimitri, alongside her peerage as well, as they were basically assistants and helping him out with developing his new suits, or as he calls them, his Gunpla suits, basically making that of life scale models of Gunpla Gundams. And not only that, they don't just look like the Gundams, they act and feel just exactly like them. As he was able to, and not only that, each Gunpla suit is powered by powered by a mana generator, basically an endless supply of power and energy. However, once the mana generator basically runs out, it absorbs the mana in the atmosphere and in the air, recharging after that 10 minutes. This design was created not just by that of Gerald, but also Dimitri and many other scientists and mages and sorcerers, even some Anmayoji as well, who were basically excommunicated from the 5 principal clans, helped out in this development. And currently, Dimitri is using one of his Gunpla suits as the devil, holding that of a magic demonic sword, as black flames begin to erupt from it, as he grits his teeth and that as blood comes down of his mouth, multiple scars and that of wounds from his arms and legs, with then him panting, saying, "You cowardly human! You dare think you can stop me! You dare think you can get in my way! You should know your place!" Before then, soon, a beam basically goes right through his right leg, with then soon going to his knees. Before then, another beam goes through his right hand, holding his demonic sword, with then soon coming out, as then a hum begins running through the arena, as the arena takes the form of that of a forest, coming through the trees, as it being Dimitri, and in his Cherubim Gundam suit, with then suit going down, as he soon opens up the visor to show his face without his glasses, with then saying, "You're pathetic. Truly, truly pathetic." Saying, "What? The only reason I'm getting involved in this is because Siegfried doesn't want to deal with you. Siegfried wants nothing to do with you. She is the heir to the Agar's family, and I can understand that the devil race are hurting for that of future heirs. However, it doesn't matter if you arrange marriages for that of powerful bloodlines. If your conception and basically fertility is still low, it's still low, no matter what you fools do. So let me make this clear to not just you, and to all you devil fools who think that you can force people to marry each other." With then soon as he soon puts away his GM sniper rifle and then pulls out his GM pistol and soon points it at the forehead of the devil, with then him having that of a look of fear and trepidation, feeling like he is going to die as it radiates off of him, with Dimitri is able to sense the fear impending death coming from him, as he says, "This is a message. Do not force your ideals on everybody, even your own kind." As he soon pulls the trigger, however, he doesn't kill the devil. He basically missed on purpose. With then soon he was kicked in the face, basically sent flying backwards before then passing out from the pain, as soon his body disappears. Within soon saying, "The heir of the Guccio family has been defeated. The winner is the mercenary known as Dimitri Trevor." After hearing that, soon Dimitri couldn't help but smile, at least for a bit, before the Cheridum Gundam faceplate soon lowers back down to his face as he soon disappears as well. But still wearing the Cheridum Gundam armor, with then soon data pixels soon erupt around his entire body, as then it goes to that of a holographic bracelet before the hologram disappears. As then he couldn't help but smile at Sikra, as she also has her entire peerage by her side, with many of them also smiling back at Dimitri. But then Sikra basically going to Dimitri, within him saying, I know what I did was irrational and completely stupid. It also went against your wishes. However, if I had a choice, I would do it with then soon caught off guard by her kissing him on the lips passionately, with then soon Dimitri, shocked and surprised, disappears as he melts into the kiss as well. Since then, the relationship has been going on pretty damn strong, actually, with then soon getting out of the flashback before saying, you wouldn't be here unless it has to involve somebody close to you, and being forced into an arranged marriage. How long has the arranged marriage been going on and has been prepared for, actually? With then soon Sora looks back at his bro saying, Dimitri, you can't be. I just want to know the details. I haven't decided anything yet, Sora. With then hearing his brother's words, with soon Sora basically slumping back down to the couch, crossing his arms, looking back at the Satan, within Sirzech's sighing once more, saying, it's my sister, the heir to the Gremory family, Rias Gremory. She's destined to marry that of the third son of the Phoenix family, Riser Phoenix, with then soon both boys' eyes widening as they've had their run-ins with the pompous third son of the Phoenix clan, as they've met both Rugal and Rufus. Rugal, the second son of the Phoenix family, who's more of a businessman actually, and has done tons of deals with Nugenics, even sold multiple Phoenix tiers to them. Also, they've even sold him a bit of their own magic technology towards Ruval as well, creating that of a pretty good partnership between the two, between the Phoenix family and Nugenics. As for Rufus, the heir of the Phoenix family, has been that of a respectful and honorable person. Hell, even finding out that he's one of the top-ranked strongest devils in that of the rating games proves that he's a pretty good combatant. Not only that, he doesn't let his ego and arrogance of his family get in the way of that. Given that both brothers have actually fought against Ruval a couple of times as that of sparring partners, with then as each match that the three go through is mostly always that of a draw, showing on how much Ruval and his peerage are not pushovers after all. As for Riser, on the other hand, they've dealt with him many of times. When Ruval came to Nugenics one day, Riser tried to hit on many of the female members of Nugenics, ranging from that of not just humans, but also former stray devils, fallen angels, and even some yokai as well. With a few of the fallen angels and even some of the former stray devil members were pretty antsy and wanted to kill the bastard for basically seeing them as, women that he believes that he can just get with at any time if he wants. Hell, he even says that he'll offer positions for them into his peerage, even though both are aware that he already has that of a full set, and most of them are not even part of his harem. They're basically just that of that of to fulfill his sick fetishes, such as putting his own little sister into his peerage to set for his so-called harem as well, to complete it. As for many of the girls, the guys have met them a few times, with some originally did have feelings for Riser and even fell for him. However, being part of his peerage for at least a couple of years or so, they've realized that he didn't really love them or care for them at all, and just saw them as that of his own property, which soon pissed the two off even more, making that the third son of the Phoenix family quite annoying as hell, and one day wishes to basically put the smug bastard in his place, with then soon Sora saying, seriously? Seriously? You bastards are basically allowing you're allowing your own little sister to be married to that bastard? I mean, come the fuck on. With then soon Grayfel continue glaring at Sora, with then Sirzech is sighing once more, is saying, I didn't decide this. This decided by that of my father and also the heir to the current lord of the Phoenix family, Lord Richard Phoenix, after all. Not only that, this was also being decided when Rias was turning 5, and if I recall, Riser was 7 at the time as well. However, it already showed the boy's libido was already quite something else even at that age, with then Sora saying, not surprising, after all, when it comes to devils, they're born from sin and sin alone. So of course their biggest sins or their major sins would take over themselves before they were even born, as soon as they're born. Let me guess, his major sin was that of lust, with then soon Sirzech saying, that's quite something, with then Dimitri saying, we already knew about his major sin, and we're already aware of the devil race after the many members who are also devils, even some low-class devils who decided to abandon the devil race and felt like they weren't getting anywhere, joined us as well, giving us the biology and also the lives as that of devils live by, especially the lack of fertility as well. With then bringing that up, but soon Sirzech just couldn't help but scratch the back of his head, feeling a bit nervous, saying, all the more reason that my father and Lord Phoenix want this marriage to go through as soon as possible, and not just, them too, but it's also Riser. He's been pushing for the marriage to happen so much further actually. To him, he just wants my little sister to add her to his collection of ever-growing harem. And it's not just the members of his peerage that's part of that harem. Many of the servants are of the Phoenix family are just as much of a member of that harem of his. With then soon hearing this, Sora couldn't help but get even more disgusted with the guy, saying, bastard never changes, doesn't he? With then soon Dimitri saying, let me guess, how long do you have? Or how long does your sister have? With then soon Sirzech's eyes lighten up, thinking that he has them, that they'll help him in his endeavor. With then saying, they're trying to push the marriage. Currently, my sister is that of a student at Kuo Academy. She's about to finish her second year at Kuo and about to start her third year. Once then, she'll graduate and soon join that of Kuo's college courses. But during that time, she'll also be preparing for her duties as that of heiress of the Gremory family once done. But however, if the marriage continues, soon Riser will be part of the Gremory family, And yes, my sister would still be the heir of the Gremory and still have that title and duties. But spouses in that of the pillar houses have just as much of a right to that of the duties and, well, laws of the territories that they owned. So that also counts Riser as well. With then hearing this, soon Sora saying, "Well, sucks to be her, that's for sure." With then hearing this, Sirzech's calm face and sullen face now actually went down to that of a frown at Sora. With then Sora saying, "Oh, don't give me that look. You expected us to work with you?" With then Dimitri saying, "Sora's right. I just wanted to understand the situation, that's all. That we don't just take on any request. And not only that, this is not just any request you're asking of us. You're basically asking us to get involved in devil politics, in a devil affair that should be settled by that of devils, not mercenaries. We take on that of eradication missions, protection missions, and also that of certain, and we also do certain business jobs as well. You're asking us to get involved entirely in an affair that should be settled by you all. Actually, that brings up the fact, you're a damn Satan, Lucifer. You can choose to end this marriage." With then, soon, Grayfel was about to speak up. Before then, Sirzech just cuts off his wife, saying, "I understand. I absolutely get it. But as a Satan, I cannot play favoritism as I can." With then, soon, Sora getting pissed at this as he soon slams his foot down onto the table, as many of the drinks basically even shattered as well from the shockwave and vibrations of the foot slamming. With then soon Sora standing up with saying, "Bullshit! Motherfucking bullshit! You are a Satan. You are the leader of your race. You have the right to decide anything. They're your people, and you had to make sure that shit like this doesn't happen. You can be biased from time to time, but you also need to be fucking strict as well. You're aware that this isn't going to lead to a happy ending. So why the hell do you not do anything about it? I mean, for fuck's sake. Knowing on how much of a freaking siscon, if the rumors are true about you are, you know this is going to basically turn into another Nekoshao massacre." With then soon, it's both Sirzech's and Grayfel's eyes widening in that of shock. With then soon, Dimitri grabs his brother by his arm, as then soon, Sora having on of a frustrated and pissed face, looks back at his brother. With then soon, Dimitri shaking his head, as then he's saying, "Calm down, Sora." With then soon, Sora basically, because not only that, the reason he says to calm down is because his angel wings began to come out. Not only that, it isn't just any pair of angel wings, as it being that of 6 pairs of angel wings, 3 on each side, showing that the kind of strength and power that he has. With then soon taking a deep breath, as soon the angel wings furl back into his body. With soon Sora sits back down, as then he's saying, "Just like I said, you're a Satan. Sure, you can be, like I told you, you can be biased if it means basically the protection of your entire race. And if you know that, and we're already aware on the kind of person that Riser Phoenix is. He's a goddamn womanizer that gives a damn only about himself and thinks about himself. He may seem like that of a noble and somewhat courteous guy, but that's just a damn act for what he truly is. Basically, a self-entitled bastard who has that of self-entitled grandeur." and you basically want to play a scheme behind the scenes just so you can basically save face. That kind of pisses me the fuck off. So let me go through this again. Why the fuck should we help you? With then soon Sirzech is calming himself down as the words that Sora said are basically personal and also true at the same time. But also being a Satan, he knows about the Devil Council and also about the Great King faction as well, who's been growing steadily in power too. Completely composed of old geezers who care more about tradition and honoring only pure-blooded devils and nobles only, when in fact they should try and honor everyone, even out of reincarnated devils. With then soon Sirzech just saying, I get it. You're absolutely right. I shouldn't care. Hell, I can do what you basically said I can do. But even I have my limits, even as the leader of the devil race. I just need help. That's all. Please, I'm begging you. With then sued Dimitri sighing before then saying, how much are you willing to pay? With then sued Sora saying, bro, saying, Sora, quiet, as he repeats himself. Our services don't come cheap, and you know it. We need, especially if we're basically putting ourselves in that of the political affair of devils. So we better be offered quite a bit of money. And not only that, we'll also be interfering in the affairs of our partners and that of the devil race as well. We've had that of a pretty healthy relationship with the Phoenix family. So you better offer us something that's actually worth it, causing us to nearly destroy a pretty good and healthy relationship till now. With then Sirzech is sighing, but in that of relief, but also that of but then the nervousness came back when realized that he is going to have to pay up quite a bit, saying, how much would you like actually? With then soon Dimitri and then Sora come to a realization before them both, with then Sora having that of a twisted grin, with then Dimitri having that of a, somewhat satisfied smirk. With soon the two brothers say $700 million. That's our total. Take it or leave it. With then soon Sirzech was caught off guard by the offer. With then Grayfel saying, outrageous. Why would we need you to do such a thing? If that is the case, then soon Sirzech is raising his arms to Grayfel saying, deal. With then Grayfel saying, Sirzech, my lord, why would you? Grayfel, we can't. They're more than just mercenaries. They are a faction of their own. If they get involved into this, they need to be wealthily compensated for their actions. And not just only that, given that they don't even need to actually accept this. Instead, they could just sit back and do nothing. But they chose to help us. It's only natural that I basically compensate them for their actions and work. Simple as that. With then hearing this, Grayfel couldn't help but sigh, but then saying, as you wish, my lord. With then Sirzech is saying, so, within creating that of using that of devil magic, and then showing that at the check for the amount of money, saying, so will this do? With then soon Sora basically feeling the mana from the check, as originally when supernatural beings tried to pay with that of using magic to pay with currency after all, and when the transaction continues, it sometimes cancels due to it being that a fault, due to that of illusion magic. However, due to Dimitri's ability to sense magic power, well, let's just say it's not fake, for once. Especially when having to deal with devils and fallen angels. They do this shit on a daily. And not only that, even some yokai, mostly on the East faction though. With that, Suit saying, we have ourselves a deal. With that, Sirzech saying, great. I would expect the two of you to join my sister's peerage once you arrive at Kuo Academy, with then soon both brothers basically having that of a look of shock, surprise, and basically what the fuck moment. Saying, what? With it saying, well, of course, there's definitely going to be a rating game. So I figured that the two of you need to be part of my sister's peerage to join. After all, you're humans. So I doubt within Sora saying, no, 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 no. You are not fucking doing that. We refuse to join that sister of yours peerage. We refuse to give up our free will just to serve a girl for one little job. With that, Dimitri saying, absolutely. As behind his glasses, he actually has that of a livid look on his face. Our duty is to that of the Foundation, not some devil heiress. We'll make this abundantly clear, Sirzech. We said we would help her. We didn't say we would fight her battles. And not only that, we wouldn't give up our own free will for that girl as well. Like I said, let's make it clear. You do not control us, and you do not decide on what we do on our job. We do it our own. It's how we've always been proficient in that job, in our jobs. Let's make that clear. With then soon Grayfel, as her magic power begins to erupt, with ice began flowing all across her body. With then soon Sora bring out one of his weapons as well, as it being two beam pistols. With then soon the tension in the room begins to even grow even more. With then both Sirzech's and Dimitri screams out, that is enough, both of you. Stand down now, Grayfel, saying, put the pistols down, Sora. With then soon, Grayfel's ice magic begins to fade from as her pressure begins to disappear as well. With then soon Sora's amazing pistols soon disappear too, within the sparkling lights from his magic also fading too. As then soon Sirzech saying, my apologies, I was completely confused. I mean, I just thought that. Saying, you devils never think. You expect us to join your peerages so effortlessly and easily. It seriously sickens me. With then soon Sora saying, tell me about it. Many of you noble devils just basically do whatever the hell you want. Think you could take any girl and any male how you feel, as long as they either have power or potential, or even that, you just use women as that of tools for that of the reproduction of the devil race. It's, you bastards sicken me more than anything. As then Sora begins having glimpses of his childhood, moments of his life that changed him forever. With then soon Sora's just saying, my apologies. I can tell that this conversation has gone overboard. It's saying, of course it has. But, like we said, we'll take the job. But we will not join Ria's peerage. Simple as that. We are mercenaries and free clients. And we are loyal to Nugenics first and foremost. Even if we were forced into being that of devils, we would go straight instantly so we can go back to our real home, our true home. With then hearing this, Sirzech couldn't help but smirk, but realized, I guess that's the case, and that is the truth. Saying, we'll be taking our leave. Also, the year is on this year is almost completely over, so you'll be able to go. So in the next month or so, you'll be enrolled into Kuo Academy. I'll be telling Sona Citri about your enrollment. After all, since I am a member of the board, I am part of the board of directors of Kuo. After all, alongside my father. With then hearing this, soon both brothers couldn't help but blink. With then saying, "Of course you fucking are." With then soon Sirzech is basically laughing, saying, "Yeah." With then soon both Sirzech and Grayfel head to the door, saying, "Well, this has been a pretty eventful meeting and transaction. Allow us to leave." With then soon, as they opened the door, they were soon basically, surprised seeing that of multiple members of the foundation, as it being many of soldiers, mercenaries, and members, basically pointing either guns, swords, magic spells, and spell circles at the door. As then Gerald soon shows up, saying, "Sorry about them. They were a little bit worried for the boys, so they came of their own free will." With then soon Sirzech is shocked, as Grayfel was about to fight back, with then saying, "Understandable. After all, they're both your rising stars and most precious soul mercenaries. I would also want to fight back as well." But then Gerald saying, "You misunderstood me, Sirzech. They didn't do this because they were assets to this organization. They came here because they were worried about them as family. Let's make that abruptly clear." Gremory, with then hearing his original last name, Sirzech just realized that he kind of stepped on a landmine there, especially realized that even the Gremory family treat their servants like family as well, and realized his hypocrisy in what he said in that, saying, "My apologies there, Gerald." Saying, "Yeah, now get going before I can hold these young men and women back from their wrath." Saying, "Of course." As then soon Sirzech and Grayfel report back into the spell circle. With then soon it soon fades and disappears. But then the two foster brothers coming out of the door, but then everyone else having that of a sigh of relief and calmness, while some were actually freaked out that they point their weapons and spells right at the Crimson Satan, one of the most powerful devils in the devil race at this time. With then soon a girl basically charges towards that of Dimitri, as she looks like that of a mage girl wearing that of a school uniform, while also not wearing any shoes or socks, while being barefooted. Soon she screams out, "Dimitri, I'm so glad you're okay. We were all worried when we saw that sense of power. So we," saying, "It's okay, LaFay. I'm fine. I'm absolutely fine." Same thing also goes for Sora too. With then soon a boy that looks just like LaFay without a blonde hair, while actually wearing that of a suit and tie, almost like that of a butler, as saying, sometimes I feel like the two of you just like to enjoy worrying us. And especially, how the hell did Sirzech's Lucifer get on the premises so effortlessly and easily? With then soon, Dimitri looks back at his foster father, and then many of the other members also were looking back at their founder and leader, saying, "Okay, in my defense, I was curious." With then many of them actually groan in that of frustration and annoyance at their leader, and some see him also as that of a father figure as well. With then soon Sora couldn't help but laugh, saying, well, all's well that ends well. With then soon feeling that of a tap on his shoulder, as he soon caught that of a punch, as his hand is somewhat smoking. As soon standing in front of him is it being that of a woman that seems that of at least a couple years old, at least possibly 1 or 2 years older than Sora, as she has that of silver hair and also wearing that of a black, that of a gray jacket, a boot, that of a green tank top, and also that of black shorts with that of black leggings as well. But soon she couldn't help but say, "You had Sirzech's Lucifer here, and you didn't stop him before I could fight? I feel like you all just don't want to allow me to get a good fight in." With then soon Sora couldn't help but sigh, saying, "Oh, volley. You do know if you do attack Sirzech's Lucifer, many of the devils would most likely go to war against the Nugenics, even those in the Phoenix family too. So saying, like I give a damn about that. I just want a good ass fight. You and your father owe me for that, especially you." With then soon grabbing the blonde and black haired teen by his collar, saying, and you know on how to make it up to me, saying, "Sparring then sex," With then Sora basically sighing, saying, "Please have mercy on me." With then Volley saying, "Oh, Sora, my darling machine boy, you know I don't know the definition of mercy." With then soon dragging Sora to that of the training hall, with then saying, "You bastards ain't gonna help me?" With then soon all of them look at each other, but as even Dimitri and LaFay alongside Arthur, even his adopted father, all say, "Nope," saying, "You bastards!" Within, many of them couldn't help but laugh at the agony of Sora. With then soon, while standing up, while LaFay is still basically, holding on to Dimitri, saying, "Hey, father, it's about the job. Well, we've taken it." Within, Gerald saying, "Figures as much. How much is he paying?" Within soon showing him the magic check. Within saying, "Oh my God." With then soon a few other members also began seeing this. With then one of them saying, "That's all the money that we need to finish our new HQ, our new orbital HQ." Saying, he was really serious about this. What kind of job, Dimitri? What kind of job did you and Sora do and took on? It has to be some kind of crazy ass assassination mission, and especially it does involve devil politics, and it does put us in somewhat at the forefront of this." With then soon everybody's kind of shocked and surprised, within wondering if it's going to cause a lot of problems for the Foundation. With then Dimitri saying, "We're going to stop a wedding." With then soon everybody having that type of deadpan look on their face, with all of them screaming, "Huh?" Within soon, little did anyone know that two of the strongest youngest fighters of the current generation of the supernatural would cause many waves on this one little job. And that's it. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Please tell me what you guys think in the comments below. Love to read them. So, what did you guys think of this first chapter? Again, does it feel too much similar to the, first chapter of the Dark Summoner? Because if it does, don't be shy to point it out to me, guys. I really hope that I can actually change it up a bit. If it isn't, and if there is at least some little differences, I hope you guys could point it out to me as well in the comments. So, if you guys like this, please like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that bell notification to keep up to date with my videos. when I upload on the channel, which helps with the channel a lot. Also, check out my Discord, gaming channel, main channel, and Patreon. I'll link in the description below, or also in my or all about my channel as well. So, with all that said, this is Yamuki signing out. Later, guys, and I hope you all take care.